Right, fantastic. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. I think it's afternoon everywhere at this point. My name is Ezra, and I work for the WGU Career and Professional Development Office here. And I am excited today to introduce Patrice, who is with CRI. And she is going to share with us all about the firm and opportunities. And I don't know about you guys, but I always love hearing about what is out there and what you can do with your degree. So, with that, Patrice, I will go ahead and hand it over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is Patrice Johnson. I am a recruiter for Carr, Riggs, and Ingram, and I'll get into what Carr, Riggs, and Ingram is all about, what opportunities we have, what we're doing in the next few months. I've been with CRI for about a year and a half. I absolutely love it, and we'll get into why I love it. I've been in recruiting for about 5 years now. I went back to college as a non-traditional student. After being in the salon business for several years, I'm still a salon owner, but I wanted to be an example to the young girls that I was being introduced to. So I decided to go back to school and get my bachelor's. And I didn't stop there. I decided, why not go any further, go further. And I got my master's degree in education. And here I am, loving every minute. I'm not only a campus recruiter, but also an experienced recruiter. That just means that if you are interested in becoming an accountant or you have your CPA, we do experienced hires as well. And so I will go ahead and share my screen. Let me make sure I do this right again. I did a test run. Okay, there it is. No, that's not the right one. Stop sharing. Let me close this one and open up the right one. Where is it? Where is it? Why did I just know I'd have technical difficulties after I just pulled this up? Okay, there it is. Let me see. I'm going to go out and see if it'll let me share again because for some reason, it's not pulling up the right PowerPoint. Oh, okay. I'm going to go on mute for just a second and let me find what I'm looking for, and then I'll come back because I don't know what just happened. Hmm. I still can't find my PowerPoint. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. Start talking, and then once I get my PowerPoint up and running, I'm going to close everything out and just see what happens then. But I don't want to keep holding you because I'm having technical difficulties that I can't explain. So I'll just jump right in and tell you about a CRI and what we have to offer. We were founded in 1997. We are in 35 markets across the United States and Mexico. We have over 2,000 professionals working with us. We are a top 25 firm in the United States. and we've been in business for over 25 years. And so we have firms, about 100,000 clients all over the United States. We believe in firm values, and we have firm values that start with client service, respect, integrity. The services that we provide is advisory, audit, tax, and we are industry expertise in a lot of different industries, such as manufacturing, distribution. We work with nonprofits. Um, we also work with physicians, education, marketing, financial institutions. We do have a lot of individual tax returns that we do for families, religious organizations, as well as government, hospital, and health sector. Um, and like I said, we do all of that here. I'm in our Dallas office. Been with the Dallas office, like I said, for about a year and a half, and we also share some CRI family of companies. I'm still closing everything on my computer to see if I can open this. I don't know what's going on. And so I'm going to try to share again and see if I've closed enough stuff that it will populate. And there it is. Can y'all see it now? Okay, let
It's
me
been
just, okay, great. Okay, so these are the CRI facts that I was telling you about our CRI families, the industry expertise, and I'll go into a little bit more of the industry expertise in a minute. So we have 70 offices across the United States. Most of our offices are in the South because our headquarters are in Alabama. And so we have offices, if you're in Dallas or if you're in Texas, we have offices in El Paso, Lubbock, Austin, Houston, um, down up in the Panhandle and down close to Mexico. And so if you're interested in working for CRI, we have a place for you in the South because that's where we mostly are. We have offices in Alabama, Georgia. Our biggest office is in Atlanta. They hire the most. They have 300 internship opportunities every year. And so if you're interested in anywhere in Georgia, we have also a lot of offices in Florida as well. So lots of opportunities. This is just where we rank in accounting today. We are one of the top 25 firms. Our president and CEO, Chad Pinson, is also in our Dallas office. He's actually right across the hall from me, which I think is something really great. We always learn about what's happening, what's going on. And with our open door policy, he's not against speaking with everyone or we walking into his office and have something to discuss. So that's a highlight here in our Dallas office. And we are constantly growing. We just merged with a private equity firm. And so we're growing by leaps and bounds. And we also bought Camp and Krause, which is another um, um, accounting firm. I almost went blank there. So we have our CRI portfolio structure where we have all of these individual families that are a part of CRI. I won't get into every single one of them because I don't know what all of them do because I just recruit for our CRI offices here in Dallas. But our PayWorks is our payroll company. I do know that. We have a level 4 and they are our wealth investment firm here. I know that because they're right here in our offices as well on a different floor. So we're also a member of Prime Global, which is very important. We serve international clients, and it's just a group that accounting firms are a part of. And so in looking at our services, we do assurance, which is audit, tax, consulting, and client accounting. Client accounting services, if you've never heard of that, we call it CAS. It's mostly the division within a tax firm that does bookkeeping for specialty clients. And so with that, not all students or not all, I should say candidates, have to go the CPA route if they want to work in client accounting services. They don't have to get their CPA. We're really looking for somebody that's strong with QuickBooks, have some tax software knowledge, as well as being able to communicate and consult with clients. And so that's a big plus. You don't have to have a CPA. And we want you to have an accounting background, but you don't necessarily have to have an accounting degree. You can have a finance degree in our client accounting services. And so that is an area of accounting that you can get in here. So some of our key industries: banking, nonprofit, commercial products, healthcare, which I mentioned, and then local practices, which is the client accounting services, business taxes, individual taxes. With healthcare, we deal with a lot of hospitals, private medical practices, commercial products, which is construction, manufacturing, and distribution. And some of our offices are really specific, like our Houston offices deal with a lot of oil and gas because there are a lot of oil and gas industries in Houston. Nonprofit agencies, government agencies, education, nonprofit retirement plans. So we do a lot of consulting. And then we work with a lot of banks, credit unions, and insurance companies as well. Before I go any further, I don't want to speed through this. Does anybody have any questions? I can't see the chat. But if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, and maybe somebody can read them to me so that I can answer those questions.
Yeah, I can keep an eye on the chat. And you guys
Okay.
are also welcome to raise your hand too, and then I can call on you too. But so far, we are good.
Okay, perfect. And so about the culture of CRI, before I go into the next slide, this is one of the things that I like most. The culture is not just about what the firm offers, it's about what you can offer the firm. But we are a big family. We're a family, a team family. Right now, we are in our busy season. And so our audit department is not as busy as our tax and our CAS department. But when I say culture, if you walk into our training room or our break room, because they are working heavy hours and they're around the clock working, we have a slew of snacks. Tomorrow is National Pie Day, National PI Day. And I went and picked up all different flavors of pies that we'll eat. Next week, we'll have National Corn Dog Day is Sunday. So on Tuesday, we'll have popcorn and corn dogs. Earlier this week, we had National Cereal Day. And so I bought all kinds of cereals and gave these crazy fun facts about cereal that everybody could enjoy. We had milk and we had all different flavors, types of cereal. And so when I say that the culture is amazing, from employee to our clients, that's the things that we do. After the post busy season, as an office, we shut down, go to a place where we can play games, have a few drinks, have some food, and just have a great time. And I started in August, so they were just starting busy season for the fall. And I was amazed at some of the stuff that we did in the office. And that speaks a lot about a culture of a company because they embrace their employees and make sure that we have fun as well while we're busy working. And so we represent a tailored client experience, respect for all, and unyielding integrity in what we do. So we live with transparency, honesty, and sincerity. And so not only is that with our clients, but that's also with one another. We also live with respect and embrace respecting our values, what we do, how we do it, and individual values as well. And we want to provide excellent client experience. And so we do that with our client service. We try to exceed their expectations and have them have the highest expectations for us. And we do have clients that come into our office on a daily basis, especially during tax season right now. We have clients dropping off their tax returns, their expense reports, and we provide that excellent care so that they will keep coming and keep being a client and tell everybody about CRI and our brand. So also, like I said, we have client engagement, but we also embrace employee engagement. And so with that, we have a healthy work-life balance. One of the things that I ask interns, new interns, or candidates is what do they do in their private life to relax and rest? Because that's important because we want you to have a healthy work-life balance. One of the ways we do that is nobody works over 55 hours a week during busy season. In a lot of companies, that's unheard of because you work 70 to 80 hours a week. during busy season, and that is literally what the Big Four and a lot of other companies, but we stop you at 55 hours. You also have the opportunity to do as much professional development. We offer classes on our intranet. We also like that you have the opportunity to direct your career, and we're calling it shaping your future. If you just want to come in and be a staff accountant, you don't want to move up, that's fine. But if you do want to move up in the company, you want to be a manager or a partner, we have a career coach that you are partnered with as soon as you start. You meet every quarter and you get to discuss ways in which you want to move up, and we will help you do that. And so that's why we say our employee culture, employees are important because we want you to be successful, and not only on our terms, but we want you to be successful on your terms as well. The slide didn't, okay. And so again, we have capped busy season hours tailored to you. And we don't say, hey, you have to work 55 hours a week, Monday through Friday. If you want to come in on a Saturday, Sunday, you want to work late, come in early, you're able to do that. The rewards and the benefits align with the industry, market trends, and the CRI values. We are happy that you can utilize our software and our tools. We are trying to work efficiently and effectively. And we also want your ideas. How can we improve and minimize our risk? But how can you improve CRI? Through technology and innovation. And that's what's most important. I talked about the career opportunities and the mentoring. Right now, our interns have a buddy a week. That means they have a different person within different SPUs, which we say different tax audit CAS, that they will speak with, have the ability to ask questions, and just network and get to know them and how they are successful, and kind of mirror what they do. And so that's one of the great things about CRI, is because you'll have a buddy, you'll have a mentor, and we also have an open door policy. All the partners keep their doors open, the supervising seniors, so that you can walk in and they're available for you to talk to, chat with, and have the opportunity to kind of get to know them on a different level. Professional development is ongoing. You won't stop learning once you work here. And if there's a class or an opportunity that you're interested in, we have those available to you. So the life at CRI is embracing each other, integrating personal and professional life. We talked about career opportunities, and we also do things to support our local community. Every year, at the end of the year, we volunteer as a company for the Salvation Army and participate with the angel tree distributions. I've done it for the past 2 years, and it is amazing to see collecting angel tree donations and now passing those Christmas gifts to families in need. Um, we have this big warehouse, and we all help each other, and it's a lot of fun. The office closes down for that day. You can work in shifts. Usually I just work all day and help out because I enjoy it so much. And we do other things within the community as well. So what we like to, I'll just break this down a little bit. I won't go through each of these. So when we talk about integrating your professional and your personal life, we like to know, what are your goals, your long-term and short-term goals, not just in your career, but what do you do? Like I said, I am a hairstylist. I just started making peanut brittle and offering it to the office. So I'm an entrepreneur and a businesswoman, and they embrace that. If you have any goals that you want to share, and we can help you achieve those goals, share them, because they can help you grow. You never know who's out there, what opportunities they may have for you. What is your current role, and what's the needs of the clients, and what's the needs of the team, and how you demonstrate your best work. Are you working better individually? You like working in groups, maybe a couple of you. We have had employees that are best working independently. And so we work with them how they work best. We collaborate, we have open communication, and we adjust and work strategically as needed. So we do create opportunities, and that again, where I said you shape your future. Show us what you're passionate about. Show us what you want to be focused on the most, the clients that you like best, and what you want to do for that client, how you practice integrity. And then I would recommend that you always have a vision for your future. Work towards a common goal, a goal not only in the firm but personally. So I talked about career paths, some of the traditional and the non-traditional ways. We do have employees that just want to be in one position and they're happy with that. But we also have employees that want to experiment with CAS, audit, or tax. You're able to cross-train. Whatever your career focus is, we want you to achieve your goals and be successful. And then, as I stated, you'll never complete your learning. So we're always talking about career development, whether it's technical, professional, by specialty. If you have something you of interest to you, maybe that is bookkeeping. A lot of people like doing full cycle bookkeeping, or you want to work in audit where we meet with clients more. And so we have that training and opportunity for you. So the career path for traditional public accounting, we have individuals that have started as interns and are already partners. And so I'll just go you start as an intern working during busy season. Our busy season is spring of every year. We don't have any interns during the summer or the fall. Mostly we have them in the spring. The conversion rate is really high if you do a great job. If you're interested, then you will convert into a full staff employee. We do evaluations every year. And so if you're looking to move up, you move up to our tax senior, audit senior. At that point, you won't need your CPA to be a senior. But if you are interested in being a supervising senior manager, a senior manager, or a partner, you will need to get your CPA license. And that is in any department in our tax, audit, CAS, you will need your CPA license to move up. Any questions about our career path? Okay, I'll just move right along.
There
Some
is,
of our
sorry to interrupt, Patrice, there is one question. Just so you guys know, I see all of the questions, but there is one specifically about the CPA. Does CRI offer a CPA bonus and reimbursement for CPA study materials?
We don't offer a bonus, but we do reimburse for your CPA materials. We'll help you get those. And once you pass the exam, we will pay for your exam costs.
Great, thank you. Sorry, since
Great
we were on that
question.
topic.
And do we usually reimburse for Becker, or if there's anything else that if you don't want to go the Becker route, we will reimburse you for those study guides as well. I already talked about you have the opportunity to do tax and audit, work with a ton of different professionals. If you want to work in something particular, you can always do that. And then at our senior levels is when you may have some specialized clients and a specialized focus in one specific industry or specialty. Let's see. So we do offer leadership training. We offer some specialty training. Your learning is up to you. So whatever professional development you want to take, it's up to you. If you want to take some leadership classes, you want to take some technical skills training, you want to perfect your Microsoft Excel or PowerPoint or any other software, you have the opportunity to do that, as well as on-the-job learning. Being a recruiter, not in tax, not in audit, not having an accounting degree, I also get to participate in the professional development. And I like to take leadership classes, how to work well with teams, and also whatever class that is outside what we offer, I can do that as well. So I love the fact that it's not, your learning never stops, even not at CRI, but you want to work for a firm where your learning is, they offer continuing education classes and offer you the ability to grow individually as well as professionally. So we do have a CRI Leadership Academy where they offer specialized training, specialized, you can do role training, like I said, technical training and leadership training. And a lot of our employees do participate in that leadership training. And we have huddle rooms. And so I always know what opportunities they are they're doing training, because everybody will be in their individual huddle rooms, watching a video, interacting with the trainer, or learning something that pertains to what they want to reach. I won't talk too much about the Career Advisor program because that's something that really happens after you get hired, after interns. Just know that you will have a career advisor and a buddy
Really do
that you meet with
appreciate it.
quarterly. I'm sorry, did I hear somebody? No? Okay. Um, you will be assigned a career advisor. You meet quarterly. If you feel that you need to meet with them more than once a quarter, you're able to do that. Like I said, we have an open door policy. My career advisor is the office manager, and I'm always talking to her about something that I'm interested in, I want to do, or some professional development. We also have CRI Cares, and that's how we impact and volunteer for local communities. Not only do we donate to work with the Salvation Army, we have other organizations throughout the year that we work with as well. And you also can bring, if you have an organization that you work with and you'd like to invite CRI, you have the opportunity to do that as well. So we also have, we feel like inclusion and diversity is important. Our motto is everybody counts. And so we have employee resource groups that we've created within the organization. And they're not just groups that have a specific interest. If you have a group that um, you are an idea of an employee resource group, you can also bring that idea. One of our partners or our partner in charge is big on photography. So we have a photography employee resource group. We also have a book club, and each one of our offices have their own book club. And as a firm, we collectively have a book club. So at any given time, we're reading different books, we're participating, and usually what we do is one day out of the month, the company provides lunch for us, and we'll talk about the book that we've just read. It's really exciting, especially if you love to read. And we suggest the books and vote on the books that we want to read every month. And so we have 4 really big employee resource groups. Balance is for our Black or African American team members. Empower Her is for the women. Right now, they're doing International Women's Month, and they're celebrating women. You can see that on our LinkedIn page. Synergy is for people that have disabilities. Right now, we're doing autism awareness, and Valor is for our veterans that are a part of our company. And so there are ways that you can be a part of our employee resource groups and feel like you're active and participating in all the cultures at CRI. So that is all that I have. I will mention, I don't know what happened to my PowerPoint, but we are also having, I'll do this as a commercial, we are having a Meet the Firm event this summer, June 24th and 25th. It is in office. I am thinking about having a virtual session. It's a 2-day event where you will get to meet industry professionals. We'll have a panel discussion, speed networking. All of our employee resource groups will do a presentation. We will also be doing professional headshots and also letting candidates make a professional reel. And so I think I already sent the flyers for that where you can register. And you'll be able to get in touch with me. One of these slides has my phone number and my email address as well. Also, we are hiring currently for spring 2026. I have some openings for interviews. You can still send me your resume. We will be doing Zoom interviews for all of our schools that are not local on March the 28th. So if you're interested in tax and audit, please get in touch with me so that I can get with you to do a phone screen and then schedule your interviews with some of our partners. Also, you can always connect with us on LinkedIn. Or not too much, or I don't do too much on Facebook or Instagram, but I'm always posting on LinkedIn if you want to follow me at Patrice Lee. I think it still says. I tried to change it when I got married. And again, see, nothing came up, so I'll just stop sharing. I will put my email address in the chat. So if you want to reach out to me, you can.
Perfect.
And if you have it, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was just going to say we do have a few questions. So,
okay, perfect.
go back to some of those. But yes, thank you for putting that in the chat. So, question on location. So, do you have any, and I'm just going to expand this question, intern or for full-time roles that are remote, or is there a possibility to maybe drive into an office a few times a week, kind of a hybrid
Absolutely.
situation? Is that, do you guys do
Yes.
that, or what does that look like?
Yes. So we have a hybrid work model where you can work 2 days from home and 3 days in the office. And that is dependent on what office that you are working in. In our Dallas office, we have a couple of employees that work remotely. We've just hired someone for our client accounting services team that she works close to New Mexico. I don't know the name of the city right now, but she works remotely. But most of our employees do a hybrid work model. And we do have offices all over that you can drive into as well.
And is it best to reach out to you then directly or look on your website for these opportunities? What would you recommend?
It would be both. Now, I only handle the Dallas office, but I can ask questions about opportunities. But I would also recommend going to our website, and I will also put that in the chat.
Great. And then do you offer any relocation assistance for full-time opportunities if someone were to move?
We don't offer relocation at this time.
Great. Thank you. All right. And then what can you share with us a little bit about what you're maybe looking for? Like what for your internships or even your full-time roles, what really stands out to you in resumes, for example, or experience or skill sets where you're like, okay, this person's going to move on to the next stage?
So I'll take it from the perspective of an internship. A lot of students don't have a lot of experience. If they do have experience, it may not be in a public accounting or in an accounting, have an accounting background. So what I look for is for interns, what classes you've taken, and these are usually students that are still in college, or maybe they are transitioning into another field and they want to know more about accounting. And so, classes that you've taken, are you in your upper level accounting classes? Are you active on campus? Are you a member of Beta Alpha Psi? Is there an accounting club on campus or whatever school you attend? Are you participating in that? I look at leadership roles. If you are participating, are you taking some leadership responsibilities? When I talk to you, I want to know how eager you are, how comfortable you are speaking with me. Even if it's over the telephone, I can, kind of tell if you'll be a good fit. So I'm looking for someone with personality. I listen to the questions you ask. Are you prepared? Have you done research on CRI? So when I ask questions, they can be specific to what we have to offer. If you've done your research, I can tell you a question that is a love hate. I love to answer it, but I hate that you haven't researched to find out the culture of CRI. That should be a question. It should be explain to me what you mean by this instead of just a blanket question. Can you describe the culture at CRI? So research the company. Look at my LinkedIn profile and ask me some questions about myself as a recruiter. That's what I look for in entry level or internship opportunities that we have. If you are experienced, I want to know, look at your resume and have details of what you're experienced at. Can you do balance sheets, bank statements, financial reconciliations? I'm looking for specific information. Do you have experience in public accounting? What industries have you worked for? So very clear experiences. And I am not the kind of, I am our applicant tracking system. So it doesn't bother me if you have a full resume because I want to see everything that you've done. But what I tell you, I also look at what you do outside of work, how you relax, what you're a part of. I often ask a question to everybody. Tell me about your personality. How do you describe your personality? What do you like to do for fun? Because we believe in a healthy work-life balance.
Great.
But key things I'm looking for is eagerness, the ability to be flexible, time management, being able to work well in teams. What projects have you worked on while you're in school, while you're working in your professional environment? That's everything that I'm looking for.
Perfect. Fantastic. And I will add on to that if you do need help with your interviewing or your resume, We have career advisors who can help you with all of that. So
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
yes,
Let's
and
see.
I would recommend that you utilize the Career Center as much as possible. If you haven't done interviews in a long time, it could be daunting. I always say it's just a conversation getting to know somebody. Forget that you're looking for a job and you're trying to be perfect. Let's just get to know each other and talk. And that's what we do because I am uncomfortable speaking to someone for the first time. I'm nervous, I'm anxious, I don't know how it'll go. I don't know if I'll have to poke or prod to get answers out of you. So I'm hoping for a great conversation as well. But practice your interviews. Take advantage of any mock interviews that your school has to offer.
Awesome. And then this one's a little bit more specific, but for your internships, do you, is it for a master's as well as your bachelor's?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Hope that answered that one. Sorry, I'm skipping
Yes.
around, you guys. Let's see here. Does CRI have any business analyst roles, either for intern or entry level?
We don't have any business analyst roles, but I will tell you we have the family of companies that may have those roles. They have individual websites because they are a part of CRI, but each one of our offices has their own way of hiring and their own recruiters. And so if you're interested and if you go out to our family of companies, you go out on our website and you see something, you can always email me and say, hey, I found this role. Can you help me? And I can try to connect you with whoever's in that office.
Great. That answers that one. And then let's see. I just graduated with my BBA/accounting degree. I have been struggling with my job search. I have a degree but no experience. What can help people in my situation stand out?
So I would recommend applying for an internship. It's still a paid position. You will get hands-on training. If you're a great employee, the opportunity for you to convert, and not just with CRI, but with any firm. Don't be afraid of starting out at the bottom. Like I said, we have several people that are partners that started out as interns. And you may have to do that in order to get the opportunities that you're looking for. And
Great.
believe me, I have non-traditional students right now that are interns that have their master's degree that are working on trying to become a full-time employee.
Perfect. And to that note, too, I know you mentioned it already, but you said you were already hiring for spring 2026. And you would say in the industry overall, hiring happens 9 to 12 months out, correct?
Yes, yes, we're doing our final interviews at the end of March. We'll be making offers in April. So yes.
Mhm.
Um, And it's different for each firm because we only hire for the spring. We do it 9 months in advance. Usually, a lot of firms do that. But even if you want to be hired in the summer or the fall, that's going to happen pretty early, either at the end of the previous year or just right at the beginning of the year. So you want to start looking for opportunities right away.
Agreed. All right. Let's see. And then does CRI require interns to have completed a certain number of courses, or a specific percentage of their degree to be eligible for the internships?
Not at all. So most of our interns start in your junior year, and
Mhm.
you're just starting to take your accounting courses. So we don't look at that, and it's an internship, so you're expected not to know anything. We hope that you've taken some classes so you can be familiar with some things, you can apply what you've learned, but if you haven't, that's fine too. And one of the things that I didn't mention that when you are interning for CRI, we ask that you take no more than one class per semester so that you can be fully entrenched in the internship experience because it is a full-time opportunity, 40 hours a week. After that third or fourth week, you're going to work overtime, so that'll be 55 hours. It's going to be hard balancing a full-time work course load with full-time work.
Good advice. And then Sam is wondering, how often do new opportunities open up? And I'm assuming this is maybe for more full time, but what would you say?
I'm always hiring, and I will tell you, after busy season, you're going to see because some people are just not made for public accounting and the high stress that happens during busy season. And so after, I'd say mid or end of April, we find out who's going to leave and what the opportunities we have available. And that's with any public accounting firm. You'll see a rise in opportunities after busy season.
Good to know. So keep an eye out soon.
These are great questions. I love it.
Yes. Okay. I think I have hit on all of them. I know there was another question about the hybrid, and I know you mentioned that already. So 2 days from home, 3 in the office. Okay. Any other questions?
And for our interns, mostly they are always in office unless they have something, you know, staying at home for whatever reason, have that opportunity. But for interns, they are in office 5 days a week.
And I feel like that's it's a good it's good to be in the office when you're an intern, I
For
think.
training, yeah, for training reasons, and you'll get to be with your buddy and be able to talk to somebody face to face. It's a pivotal time for learning, and so yes, we do require that our interns are in the office. And our audit team, I will tell you that not our audit interns, but our audit team is only in the office 1 day a week, and that's on Tuesdays. During the busy season, like today, you'll see more of them. Every day, you'll see more of them. And if we have any events at the office, of course, everybody is coming in, but typically, we don't see them every day. We see them only on Tuesdays.
Interesting. All right. So I thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you, Patrice. If you have any other questions, feel free to add them in. But I did wanted to just make a quick plug. We have a survey for our team, so that's me. So I put the link in the chat. I'll send it again via email. But if you can really take a minute, it's like 2 questions, and just let us know how I did. And then if there are any other firms or anyone else you want to hear from, I actually ended up reaching out to Patrice because a student wanted to hear from you guys and was interested. So it really helps our team in knowing who to reach out to. So thank you. But any other questions, any other lasting questions, anything else we missed? But these have been really great questions. And thank you for
They are
dropping your
excellent
email
questions.
in the chat.
And again, if you think of any questions or you want to talk about an opportunity, it doesn't have to be in Dallas because I can always connect you to the recruiters. Feel free to send me an email, send me your resume. Again, reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm always posting fun stuff, what we do at CRI, but also the opportunities that we have available and what we're looking for. Network. If you go and just want to meet with any other of the professionals at CRI, connect with them on LinkedIn. Um, and another great, when you are interning, it is pivotal or very important, I should say, that you get to know the people that you work with. We always think of networking outside of our firm or outside of where we work, but professional network also includes networking with your employees that you currently work with. Um, I always tell our interns to go have lunch with a team. They go in the off. They have lunch every day at 12 o'clock. Every day, they bring their lunch. They order lunch. Go and sit with them and just get to know them. Those are the people that you want to know. So, if there is the most important advice is network within the company that you work with.
Yes, I love that. Another question did come in. Would you recommend including job simulations from a website like Forage on your resume?
Absolutely, yes.
Yep. What is the turnaround time for your interview process? How many stages of
So
interviews?
it is, I'm glad you asked. That's a great question. It is a phone screen with me. I talk to the hiring manager, the hiring partners, and you will do an interview with them. It'll be maybe with 2 people, and that is it. After you do that interview, we debrief either that day or the day after, and we are making offers with less than a week. And that's what I like about CRI. A lot of firms go days. I interviewed with a firm that I won't name, but I did 9 interviews. And it was insane. I don't think it took them long to decide, and they did hire me. I worked for 2 days, and the first day that I was there, I got a call from CRI, and that company couldn't match what I was making. But with CRI, it was, hey, we're interested. It was 2 interviews, and that was it. And that's what I really enjoy because it's not a long, drawn out process. It's within a week, you'll know um, if we want to hire you or not.
Great. And Andy just sent a connection request on LinkedIn. So,
Perfect.
all right. I don't believe I've missed any other questions. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording then, just since some of the questions have trickled down here.